So good morning again, everyone. Welcome to practice. Today, we are going to do a class that focuses on the lymphatic system and how yoga will really support the health of your lymphatic system. And we'll go into more detail about that to start. So just so you know, you'll need your chair, a little myofascial release ball, a couple of blocks, a lot of props, should you need them for stability and support, and maybe a small towel and some tissues, because we'll do Kapalabhati breathing. So let's begin with centering as we always do. Please find a comfortable seat wherever you want to sit. Sense the feet on the floor. Sense your hips on the chair, your hands on your lap. Close your eyes a moment. Just draw your attention inward and allow yourself to really come to this moment now. Letting go of everything you've already done before, everything you're going to do after. You're just here now, treating yourself to some really good self-care. Maybe close the eyes or 3/4 close the eyes, and please take a breath in through the nostrils, a breath out through the nostrils. Once again, breathing in, breathing out, and breathing in, and breathing out. And I like to please ask for an intention for my friend Adele, who's having a big surgery on Monday. Please send her best wishes for everything to go very smoothly. And also best wishes for each of you and each of me for good health, optimal health. Wonderful. So you can let that go. And so I want to share with you a few words about the lymphatic system. All right. And by the way, if you want to do a little more research, the Mayo Clinic has some really interesting information about it. So let me just give you the overview. Your lymphatic system, it's part of your immune system. It has so many functions, including protecting your body from illness-causing invaders, maintaining body fluid levels, absorbing digestive tract fats, and removing cellular waste. Blockages, diseases, or infections can affect your lymphatic system's function, right? So it's really a system of a network of tissues, vessels, and organs that work together to move a colorless, watery fluid called lymph back into your circulatory system, your bloodstream. And I won't go into all of it because it's like very fascinating and lots of paragraphs, but just overall, what we're going to do with the yoga practice today to support this system is we're going to do contractive movements and expanding movements. We are going to use gravity to help flow, lymphatic flow. Those are the main things that yoga can really do to encourage good health. So we're going to do a variety of things like that. We're going to concentrate on armpits and groins because there's a lot of lymph nodes there, and also in the deep part of your torso. So we'll focus on those using Kapalabhati breathing, which is fire's breath, which I'll explain in a little while. All right. So let's begin with a ball. If you have it, you're going to stand and oh, let me switch my glasses. Where are my other glasses? Oh, and I forgot to put my earbuds in. So excited about the class. Let me just do that. Little earbud action. Hold on. These technical things that you have to do when you're doing Zoom. Okay. Let me know if you can't hear me. So you're going to place the ball on your mat, and right at the center of your foot, you're going to lean into that spot. Now, if you don't happen to have a ball today, you can sit on a chair, and what I'm going to have you do is use your knuckle, make a fist like this, and you're going to lean in, lean in, lean in, and then you're going to massage from the ball to the heel, okay? Like that. But if you have a ball, first you lean into that center point, medium pressure, and release. Lean into the center point and release.
And again, lean in and release. Yes. Now, the next part is we're going to go in one direction. And you can hold onto your chair for balance if it feels a little like you need a little stability. You're going to roll from the ball of the foot to the heel. Very important. Only in one direction, from the ball of the foot to the heel. Keep going. Keep going. Light to medium pressure. Important to know that the lymph are really mostly under the surface of the skin, like in the connective tissue. So you don't have to work real hard today. Less is more. So we're going in one direction from the ball of the foot to the heel. Do the center line because that's the easiest for a few times. Then when you get the hang of it, try to go on the medial edge from the big toe to the heel, on that inner edge of your foot. Then go on the pinky edge of your foot, pinky edge, the heel. Again, only going in one direction because that's going to encourage some lymphatic flow in the back of the leg. And you're breathing and you notice. Might feel a little sensitivity there in those muscles in the foot. You might immediately feel some more circulation in the legs. And then now once you feel you've done a pretty good job on that, do some scribbly scrabbly. Just kind of scribble scrabble. And if you're not using a ball and you're just have your hands, you can just do a general nice squeezing massage of all parts of the foot to get some circulation going there. Just do a little scribble scrabble, light to medium pressure. Good. And then just stand and compare. A lot of times the leg that you did a little bit of the ball work on can feel more rooted, more grounded, and you can feel a little more circulation coming up. Good. Let's do the other. Again, you place the ball in the middle point of your foot, very center. You lean in and you come off it. And you lean in and you come off it. You lean in, take a breath here. And then the rolling in one direction, remember. You're going from the ball of the foot to the heel. Feel free to hold onto the chair for your balance. Do the center line a couple times. You go medium pressure from the center to the heel. And you start again from the ball of the foot to the heel. From the ball of the foot to the heel. Once you have that rhythm going, you go the medial edge, big toe mound to inner heel, right? On that big toe side of the foot, the inner edge of the foot. Then do the outer edge of the foot. Then you're breathing. It's not so easy to do. But if you do it often, it can be very relaxing and it gets easier. Medium pressure. Remember, less is more today. Don't overwork. Good. And when you feel about done there, just do a scribble scrabble. And if you're using your hands, again, you were using your fists, your knuckles to get that encouraging flow to the back of the legs. And then just general. There you go. And once again, stand. Feel your feet. Feel your legs. My foundation, my stance feels completely different. So I'll be curious to know after class, you'll let me know how it feels for you. All right, now we're going to go into a down dog. You have options today, which down dog you want to do. You can do down dog using a chair, right? That one. You could do down dog on your forearms. You will interlace your fingers. Elbows are going to be a little bit narrower than your outer shoulders, and you'll come down onto your forearms and your knees like this. Tuck the toes, take a breath, melt your torso down between your upper arms and very gently lift your knees a little bit, test the waters, see how it goes, and then come into your down dog. So either using a chair and your hands are on the chair as we often do, or forearms, elbows on the floor. Head is off the floor. Breathe here. We're going to stay at least a minute or two, if possible. If you get tired, please feel free to put the knees down. Just rest. So again, in order to encourage more lymphatic flow, we use not only contraction and expansion in the poses and the moves, we're going to use gravity. So we're changing our relationship to gravity right now, head below heart. I'd like those of you that can, walk the feet in a little closer, but melt your chest back toward your thighs. And if you can, lift one leg up. You can also do this while you're holding onto the chair, as long as you firm your arms and make sure the 4 feet of your chair are safely on the mat. And then switch legs. Anything that feels uncomfortable, of course, is optional. Breathe in, breathe out. Rest when you need to. You can put the knees down, take a moment, rest. Maybe come back up again, spread the toes. Breathe in, breathe out. Very good, and rest. Good, good. I'm following a specific sequence, so I've got my notebook. Now I'd like you all to come out onto all fours on your mat, please. If you're on a hard floor and you need a little extra cushioning under your knees, you can put a blanket, a thin blanket, or you can double up your mat. So we're on all fours, and wrists are under armpits, knees are a little bit, just maybe an inch behind the hips. What I'd like you to do is take your right leg, bring it up and around. You'll do a circle with the knee bent. And then you'll press back into child's pose. Then you'll come onto all fours again, repeat. Circle. And sit down. Let's alternate now. The left knee's gonna go in a circle. And then sit in child's, hips toward heels. On all fours, go in a smooth circle. Again, we're focusing a lot today on the groin, the lymph in the groin, lymph nodes, and in the armpits. So this is a great one. Keep alternating, moving slowly. Knee goes in a circle, best you can. And then hips toward heels. Other side. And rest in child's. Take a breath here. Smooth inhalation. Smooth exhalation. If you have any pain in your knees, don't go so far back. Just rest on your forearms. Put the hips a little bit higher. Okay. Good. Now, coming onto your belly, just to get a little more movement while we're here on the floor. Come onto your belly. Let's take a cobra pose. Your hands are right by your waistline. You can think the crease lines of your wrist closer to your waistline. Palms are on the floor, feet are outer, hip width apart. Let's do a cobra. Press your tailbone down, lift your navel, keeping that. Inhale, lift the back of your head, sides of your throat. Squeeze your elbows toward each other. You'll feel your shoulder blades move in towards spine. And lower down. Try that again. Breathe in. Shrug the shoulders to your ears, then up to the sky. Hands are pressing down, tailbone presses down. Navel lifts. Head, upper torso lifts. Little back bend here. Bhujangasana. And release. Good. Come onto your forearms. Press back up into table pose, lifting your hips forward. And you're going to be on all fours right now. And what I would like you to, all twos. You're on your knees. So here, I'd like you to use a block if you need to, or you can grab onto your ankle. What you're going to do is take your hips forward a little bit, yeah? And then take your right hand to the block. I like the tall waist block here. And the other arm's just going to lift up. So the hips are moving forward. Open the left side of your body as you lean to the right. And breathe. Hips moving forward. Tailbone into body, navel into body, and release. And grab your other block. If this is easy for you, you can tuck the toes and lean onto your heel. Otherwise, do what I'm doing, use the block. hips forward, navel into body, tailbone into body, left hand on block. The right arm reaches up, and you're opening that right side of the body. Gently breathe in, and gently breathe out. Gently breathe in, and gently breathe out. Good. And good. Now, let's do a little flow here. All right. I'm going to come to standing. And I'm going to suggest that you can have the seat of your chair facing you or 2 blocks. And I'll show the variations. So this is going to have a few movements in sequence. We'll do that together. All right. Let's start in a down dog. Supported down dog. Hands on chair. Body's in an upside down V shape. Gently breathe in and gently breathe out. Good. Gently breathe in and gently breathe out. All right, now from here, take the right leg forward in a high lunge. Your left hand is going to be either on the front corner of the chair, the left corner of the chair, or on a tall waist block. All right. So you're in a lunge. You're in a high lunge. Front knees vertical over ankle, back legs lifting. Float the top arm up. If that's hard for you, you can do the twist with the forearm on the chair. Or maybe medium block is better. Gently breathe. Notice we are creating a little compression in the front right groin. From here, you can hold on to your props to steady you. You're going to put the left knee down. Slide the left foot a little more to the left. You're going to drag that front foot out behind you and take it into this, which is a variation of Vashisthasana. Have my left knee down, my left foot down, other leg behind me. Maybe float the top arm up. Maybe stay holding on to the chair. My bottom hand is holding on to a medium block. Good. From here, again, you can hold on to the chair if you need it. You're going to put that back leg into a bend. And then I'm going to just tap my left hip to the floor. Tap. You see? And I can hold on to the chair if I need it. Then I come up. Again, the Vashisthasana variation. So I float my back leg back. I float the top arm up. Then bring that same leg forward again into lunge. Come into lunge once again. And we'll repeat that. We'll go a little faster. So you're with the right leg forward, right arm up in the air. Gently breathe. I'm using a block for my left hand. If that's still too low for you, use your chair with your forearm across for the twist. Yes. From here, put the back knee down. Swing the bottom foot out more to the left so you have some support for your Vashisthasana. You see, this leg goes out in the back. Hand can be on hip. You cross over. Use the chair for support as needed. Sit down, touch the left hip to the floor, just a tap. And back up. Vashisthasana. Hold on, bring that leg forward into lunge. Lift your back knee. And once again, you're in the twist. Good. Yes. Let's switch sides. Holding onto your surface. Step forward. Other leg goes back. So now my left knee is forward in a lunge. I'm going to use either my right hand on the front corner of the chair, front right corner, or my right hand on a block. Please lengthen in your spine and twist open to the inside of your front leg. Breathe here. Notice that we're creating a compression in the front groin. and an opening in the back, front of the back hip. And breathe. Good. Holding on where you need to. Put the back knee down. You're going to swing that foot out to the right. Sweep the left leg out for Vashisthasana. The leg comes parallel to the floor. Maybe you'll float the top arm up, or it can stay in your hand, or you can keep holding the chair. Now, bend the top leg, place the top foot on the floor, tap the right hip to the floor. It's kind of like a Matsya or Ardha Matsyendrasana, those of you that know that seated twist. And then you come up. Once again, kick the top leg out. This is a modified Vashisthasana. You can have toes tucked. Then you bring it forward and you come into a lunge and we start over again. We take the twist, making the right hand heavy, the front foot heavy, so you feel nice and solid and supported. Good. Drop the back knee down, swing that right foot out to the right a little bit more. Float the back leg up. So it's parallel to the floor. This is a modified Vashisthasana. Then you're gonna tap the hip to the floor. You sit the right hip down, tap it down. Come on up. Extend the top leg out. Once again, Vashisthasana. And then bring it forward into lunge, holding onto your surface. Back leg lifts. Very, very good. And step forward. When you get there, bend the knees. Open your arms out to the side. Inhale, come up. Exhale, the hands in front of the heart. Good. Nice. Now let's take a down dog to ease all that out a little bit. Down dog's like the home base. Good. Now from your down dog, let's do this together. I want you to lift the right leg up and then bend the right knee and take it underneath yourself and hug it to the opposite elbow and then extend it out again. Good. And hug it in and extend it out. Oh, I just realized my foot is out of the screen right now. Hug in and extend it out. And touch down. Let's try the other side. Lift the leg up, arms are straight and strong. Take the knee underneath yourself. Hug it toward the opposite elbow. Extend it out. So again, we're supporting that lymphatic flow with a series of movements of contractions and openings. Supporting the immune system. Good. And touch down and walk forward. When you get there, bend your knees, hands on hips, and come on up to standing. Now, I want to, before we go into the next few movements, I want to talk about Kapalabhati breathing. All right, so please feel free to sit. You want to listen for a moment and rest a moment. So Kapalabhati breathing, just for review, it's a pranayama technique that creates heat in the body. It's a cleansing breath. Another name for it is fire's breath or skull shining breath. I love that name. And it's a series of strong exhalations, pumping out exhalations through your nostrils. The inhales take care of themselves. In addition, you'll feel your stomach muscles contract. I'm going to stand to show you that. Right here, I like to put my hands on my belly. So if you want to try it sitting or standing, you could do it either way. Bow the torso forward. I'll just show you first. It's like this. You see? So I'm doing strong, sharp exhalations. Exhale, exhale, exhale. And what I feel is I feel my abdominal muscles contract and then release. And this is great because it gets those deeper lymph nodes that are deep in your torso because we have a lot there. So we're going to try that while we're doing a pose. So first, let's just try like 5 of those breaths together. Hands on your belly. You can sit up tall or even lean a little bit forward. Breathe in when you're ready. And then strong exhalations. Pump it. Go. And then inhale. Big breath in and release. Now here's where the tissues come in. You might need a tissue at this point. So now I'm going to show you a movement, and we're going to combine the movement and the breath technique. Kapalabhati breathing. All right. Please take your chair, turn it sideways. All right. If you're not using a chair, you will use a block. All right. So first, let me show you with the chair. Bow forward, extend your spine long. Arms are straight and strong. The side of the chair is facing me, okay? The side of the chair. And let's have the high back to the left. So we're all on the same page, all right? The high back of the chair is to the left. The side of the chair is facing me, and you're gonna hold on. All right, the movement is this. You'll take your left leg back and right arm forward. And it's gonna be like this. You lift the arm and leg, the right arm, the left leg. This is the movement. Then we're gonna add Kapalabhati breathing. Now what's important is really firming your weight-bearing leg and your weight-bearing arm. Get very solid in that. Be sure your navel's lifted so you've got some core support. And let's begin. We'll try it about 10 times, like this. If you get dizzy, stop doing the breath. Just go to a regular breath. You can go slower or a little faster. And pause. Bend your knees, hands on hips, come to standing. Hold on if you got dizzy, or feel free to sit down. Take a smooth inhalation and a smooth exhalation. Great. Now just turn your chair so the high back is supporting your right hand, okay? And if you're not using a chair, then instead of hand on chair, you could have hand on block, right, for that. So now it's your left arm forward, your right leg back, okay? Foot can be pointed or flexed. Remember that you want to firm the weight-bearing leg, the weight-bearing arm. You want to lift your navel up so the front body, the core is active and supportive for you. And when you're ready, you'll begin the movement. You pump up the arm and the leg on the exhale. On the inhale, you lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Begin. Rest. Into standing. Take a full breath in. Long breath out. And just notice. Notice how you feel. Great. All right, the next one is going to be done sitting down or sitting on 2 blocks. So you're sitting on chair. I'm going to show you both versions. First, I'll show you the chair version. So the chair version, you sit and you open your knees and feet a little bit wide. And it's going to be like this. Right hand against right leg. Other arms lifting. Then it's going to be inhale, hands together. Exhale, lift up. If you want to go a little bit deeper, to go into the groin as well, this is a great variation to get the armpit and the groin. What I've done is I've stacked up 2 blocks and I use the chair next to me so I could sit down on those blocks like this. So it's more of a squat position. So if this position on the blocks is too low for you, just do it on the chair. It's totally good. Everyone, right arm against right leg. Other arm's gonna lift. Very important here to drop your hips down and to lengthen up your spine out of the pelvis. Okay, so set that up. Hips are heavy, spine is lifting up out of the pelvis. Then it's going to be inhale, hands together. Exhale, open it up. And it doesn't have to be your full range of motion. It could just be little bit less. And we're going to add the Kapalabhati if you feel comfortable with it. If it's annoying to you or difficult or making you dizzy, just use your regular breath. Don't worry about it, okay? So when you're ready, it's going to be exhale as the hands open, inhale as they close. Let's begin. Exhale. Keep the hips heavy. Keep your spine long. You're pressing the leg open a little bit. And rest. Good. Take a full breath in. Long breath out. If you can, I'd like you to come into a standing forward fold. So you can use the chair to support you or even press down on the blocks to help you. And take a standing forward fold here. Relax the neck, the head, the shoulders. Slowly come to sit down again, either on your chair or on your two blocks stacked up. Let's do the other side. You can really see how this is great for the armpit area and the groin area at the same time. Left hand to left, inside of left leg. Hips are heavy, spine is lifting up out of the torso. Other arm is up here. Now, I forgot to say, it's good for you to have a gaze for your eyes so you're not moving your head all around. Pick a gaze point on the floor for your eyes just to relax the neck and head, all right? So remember, it's going to be exhale in the opening, inhale in the close. Begin when you're ready. One more. And rest. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. If you're up for a standing forward fold, take your standing forward fold. Slowly come up. You can walk your hands up your leg very slowly. Come on up. Great. All right. So the next movement we're going to do, you move your blocks to the side, and you can have your chair here if you need some support. It's a standing pose. Your hands are going to be like this. Okay. Let me just, yeah. So your hands are like this. Temple. And it's a standing pose. Feet are together. So firm your feet, firm your legs. Feels like the quads are lifting the kneecaps up and your arms are going to go right over like this. So it'll be a little pumping action. Really think about opening the front body and not really think about the back bend because I don't want to hurt your lower back. So he is tailbone into body, navel into body, arms up, and it'll be like this. So I am pumping it a little bit, my hips coming forward, but really, really be strong here. Navel into body, tailbone into body. So go when you're ready. Strong feet, strong legs. And then release. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. Rest a moment, okay? Rest a moment. The next thing we're going to do is triangle with Kapalabhati. So if you'd like to have a little more steadiness, have the back of your chair, the back two legs on the long edge of your mat. Please take a wide stance. Open your, I'll do opposite of you on this one. Open your right toes 90 degrees and I'll open my left. Back foot is angled in a little bit. Legs are straight and strong. Reach your right arm out, 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 out. And then let it drop wherever it will. Like notice where it touches your leg. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. We're not going to go deep into the triangle today. Remember, less is more for today. Allow the top hip to the top thigh, top leg to be coming a little more forward and wrapping in. Yeah, like that. That's easier for your lower back. Your top hand can be holding chair or up in the air, and we're going to pump the triangle. We're going to be like little movements, just like an inch, lowering an inch with Kapalabhati. Begin. When you're ready, strong feet, strong legs. Exhale. Exhale. Strong feet. Inhale, come on up. Parallel the feet. Exhale. Just rest a moment and breathe. Let's do the other side. Open your left toes 90 degrees, angle your back toes in. Allow the hips to be on parallel planes. Yeah, not on the same plane. This one rolls in this direction. You can feel that? Okay, good. Reach your left arm out to the side, and then let the arm just casually drop and lightly touch the front leg. Good. The other hand can hold chair or hip or float to the sky. And again, on Kapalabhati, little 1 inch dropping the torso, right? 1 inch. Yeah. And begin. Strong feet, strong legs. Inhale, come up. Hold on. Parallel the feet. And walk in. March in place. Yeah, really good. All right, now take your chair to the front of your mat. Very front. The back 2 feet are at the very front edge of your mat. And now we're going to do another little flow. And this one has, for those of you that were in class last week, it has that horse pose flow. So horse pose to begin. So I'll show you. We'll do the first round nice and slow so you can follow. You can either, well, actually, I think the best setup is like this. High back of chair at the very front of your mat, 2 blocks, medium height. I think that's the most convenient setup for the props. All right, so you're going to open your legs actually, not so wide, just a little bit outside your hips. Turn your toes out, pull your heels in, so you're externally rotating your thighs. And you're going to find what's comfortable for you in terms of width, in terms of your stance. This is what I want you to try. Very important, knees pointing in the same direction of toes. Engage your core. So tailbone down, very key here. Navel into body, hands in prayer. This is horse stance. This is a fun flow, so I hope you like this one. All right, so here we go. So this one, we don't need to do Kapalabhati. Take a break from Kapalabhati breathing. Regular breath. All right, so here you are. Just a regular breath. From here, you're going to take your right leg. I hope that, yeah, we're all going to be on the same page. So your chair is to your left, and we're going to move the right leg first. So let me just say that. The chair is to your left, so we're all on the same page, and we're going to move the right leg first. So here you are on horse, bend the knees, navel into body, tailbone into body, hands in prayer. You're going to start rotating the back knee in. You could hold onto the chair here or the blocks. Put the back knee down if you have no knee issues. Otherwise, you're going to leave it up. And we're going to lift one or both arms. So either Anjaneya, or if you're not putting your back knee down, it's going to be like that. Okay, so I'll show you. Here, back knee down, lift the arms. Good. Then, hands back to your blocks. Put all the weight on the front foot. If you need to hold on to the chair, do so. It's going to be like this, torso leaning forward, one or both hands are alongside your hips. Now, hop your back foot forward or step it forward where you can lift the back knee up and lift your arms to the sky. Then from here, take your arms into cactus as you come into a T pose. Maybe you'll use the chair, maybe not. Arms in cactus or hands in prayer in front of your heart. Hips are level. Option is to hold the chair always. Then you're going to bend the front knee, reach the back leg all the way back because you're coming back into horse. And here you are. And release. Good. Walk your feet together. Move your chair to the other side. Option, blocks. So I know it requires some patience to do like different flows, try new poses, try a new breath technique. Yeah, I appreciate that you're hanging in. Hands in prayer. Good. Now we're going to roll this back knee in. Hands can come to blocks. Put the back knee down or not. Your option, your call. Lift the arms. This is Anjaneya. Good. Hands back to your props. Lift the back knee. Arms alongside body. Breathe here. Now you're going to take this back leg and you're going to bring the knee into your chest. So you can hold on if you need to. Step it forward in one or more steps. Lift the knee up. Good. Now you're going to come into the T pose. Arms can be in cactus. Level your hips. Hands can hold chair if you need to. Hands can be in prayer in front of your heart. That's the hardest, right? Navel's lifting up. Now you're going to reach the back leg way back as you bend the front knee to come back into horse. And here you are. And release. All right, now you know the flow, so let's make it move a little faster. Oops, sorry. Move your chair to the other side. And your blocks if you need them. So here we go. All right. Great. I mean, it's so fascinating that we have this whole entire system of detoxification in the body. And ways that we can really help it are these contractive motions, opening motions, reversing our position in gravity, right? Like down dogs, inversions. We can drink a lot of water to help this system. We can really limit exposures to chemicals like cleaning products, other chemicals. We want to limit that exposure. And of course, you want to exercise, right? You want to keep that body movement going. So let's do it. You're in prayer. You're in horse position. Good. The back knee, the right knee rolls in. And you come into either a high lunge and raise your arms or low lunge with the back knee down. Anjaneya, lift the arms. Good. Touch down. Arms alongside body. Torso bowing forward. Now you're going to take your back knee up into your heart. You can use the chair if you need to for balance. Lift the arms up to the sky, knee to chest. And now T pose. Maybe you'll hold on to the chair and bow. Maybe your arms will be in cactus. Or hands in front of the heart in prayer position. Now you're going to reach that back leg back all the way back. Come into horse. And release. Great. Moving the chair one more time to the other side. Here we go. Move the blocks. One more time. Horse. Take a breath in and a breath out. Good. Now your left knee is rolling in. You slide the back foot back. Touch down as an option. Lift the arms. Hands to your props. Arms alongside body, torso is bowing forward. Feel the compression in the front groin and the opening in the back groin. Yes. You're going to bring it forward, raising the knee to chest, raising the arms to the sky, and then the T pose. Option is to use the chair, where the hips, or arms in cactus, or hands in prayer. You pick what works for you. And the last move, you stretch the back foot all the way back, and you come into the horse position. And release. Good. Very, very good. All right. Let's look at what's next. I know we're doing a lot today. Oh, yeah. So the next few poses will involve, the next few movements, rather, will involve that little blanket or towel that I asked you to have for your class today. Drink water if you need to drink water, okay? All right, so here, I just have a little blanket. And what I'm going to ask you to do is roll, make a small roll. So the trick is the roll can't be too big or too small, because what we're going to do with it, we're going to come into, we're going to put it right here at the front of your left groin. And we want to make a little bit of healthy compression. So you're going to either come into a lunge like this with the roll snugged up into the groin like this for a little healthy compression. You can be in a lunge holding onto the chair, or a deeper lunge holding onto blocks, or hands on the floor. You really feel the compression there. And those that can, I would like you to take it into a bit of a twist. Either forearm on chair twisting, or right hand to the outside of left knee twisting, or prayer. That would be the deepest. Hands in prayer, elbow, right elbow to the outside of left knee. So stay there a moment and breathe. Any variation, whether it's lunge or the twist, you're still getting that nice compression, healthy compression. And breathe. And just breathe. Just feel that. Either in lunge or in the prayer twist. Elbow to the outside of the knee, hands in prayer. Good. Nice. Now, from here, you're going to put your back heel down, hold onto the block, and come to a standing position. Lean back. So we're opening up that space that we just compressed. Now we're going to go in and out if possible. So roll is in the groin, come forward into a lunge or a gentle twist, and then put the back heel down and stand. Opening it up again, yeah? And then lunge again, maybe a twist. And then put the back heel down and stand. So see, I'm touching the chair to stabilize myself whenever I need to. So feel free to do that. One last one. Lunge or twist. And then stand. Good. Switch your leg. Right leg forward, left knee down. And before we go to the other side, I want you to take a block with your right leg forward, the left knee down on the floor. Lean on a block with your left hand. And you're just going to take the right arm and open up the front of your left hip. The hip that you just compressed, you're going to really open it up now. I'm leaning on the left hand on a block, and my right arm is up, and I'm pressing my hips a little forward. And I get a really delicious opening at the front of my left hip. And then that leaves me in a good place with the right leg forward to do the compression on the other side. So little roll. I put it right in the groin. And again, you could be in a high lunge here, if you like, or put the back knee down. And then you're going to come into a lunge. Either hands on chair or hands on two blocks. You're in the lunge. You'd stay there and breathe. Or you could do a twist, taking it a little into a little bit deeper compression. I have my elbow, my left elbow, across the seat of the chair. I'm just giving you options. You do this twist, left hand to the outside of the knee, or prayer. That's the deepest compression. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Feel that compression in the front groin, with the opening in the back. Yeah, back groin. From here then, hold on to your towel, put the back heel down, and you're going to stand and lean back a little bit just to get that part open a little bit. And then we go into it again, placing the roll in the groin for healthy compression. Come into lunge or a little twist. And then stand again. Coming out of it, lean back. Go forward into it. Compression, compression, maybe the twist, maybe the prayer twist. See what works for your body today. And the back heel down. Support yourself on that chair so you have good balance and open it up. Yeah. Once again, switch your legs. Left leg forward, right knee down. Use a block. Right hand on the block, leaning. Float the left arm up. Take your hips pressing forward a little bit. And again, you're going to feel now an opening at the front of the hip that you just compressed. Breathe. So good. All right. The next one you're going to like because we're going to sit on the floor. We're coming to the wind down. All right. So sit on the floor, lean back. You can open your knees. This one's easy. Lift your heart so your spine is lifting up out of the torso. Feet are outer hip width apart, knees are bent. We're just going to rock and rock and rock. Changing pressures in the groins to support the lymphatic flow. Very good. Nice. And rest. Let's do Ustrasana. Using your chair, turn around. You can move your blanket off. No, you don't need the blanket anymore. Tuck your toes. Be close enough to the chair that you can hold on. All right. Toes could be tucked or straight. This is going to be camel pose. I want you to take your hips and thighs forward. You could even put your hands on the sacrum if that feels a little more supportive right here instead of on the chair. And I want you to lift the heart. Squeeze the elbows together. Try to get broad across the top chest, opening up that chest area, hips forward. Just do a little bit of pulsing. A little bit of pulsing. Okay. Or hands on chairs, elbows bent. Lift the heart. Just feel that. Ustrasana, the eyes can look up where the wall meets the ceiling. Ah, voila. Now we're going to lay down on the floor. You're going to like this one. So, you're going to lay down on your back. And then move my chair and my yoga mat a little bit. I want you to have one block next to you. And come to lay down. So this is a great one because you just get to lay here. Cross the right ankle over the left and then walk the feet a couple inches to the left. Encircle your right wrist with your left hand and take your hands and arms a little over to the left. So now you're crescenting the right side of your body. Can you feel that? The whole right side of your body is like a backwards letter C. I want you to just lay here and breathe. Very restorative, very relaxing. Really let the body feel heavy into the floor. It's a very subtle opening. Since we have lymph everywhere all over the body, you want to open this right side of the body. Again, encouraging lymphatic flow. That lymphatic system supports your immune system, your water fluid system, detoxification, overall homeostasis, really. Beautiful. Now let's switch. The left ankle's on top of the right. You walk your feet a little bit, a couple inches over to the right, and then you encircle the left wrist with your right hand and kind of pull your hands and arms over to the right a little bit. Let the head relax back, shoulders relax back. Feel a gentle opening on this left side of the body, a little curve. And just breathe here. Really good. Now, back to center. Here's where we'll use the block. We're going to do a supported inversion. Bend your knees. You're going to have the block medium height. So the wide face of the block, the widest face of the block is going to be right under your sacrum. So I lift my hips, I press into my feet. I place the block right under the lower back and really let it feel very, very supportive and solid. And once it's there, pull the knees into the chest and raise the feet to the sky. If you don't have a block, you can fold up a blanket. So really, I want this to be very relaxing, very restorative, very limited effort. If you need to bend your knees a little bit because your hamstrings are tight, that's fine. Okay, totally fine. Otherwise, reach up through the heels, open the toes, and we'll stay here. If the block doesn't feel like it's in the right place, put your feet down and just adjust it so you feel very, very stable, supported. Again, what we're doing is we're changing our relationship to gravity, right? We spend so much of the day standing on our feet. So now the feet are above the heart, head is below the heart, everything is flowing now in the opposite direction. This is wonderful to do every day. I like to just lay on the bed and put my legs up the headboard, up the wall, and spend 10 minutes. One of the healthiest things you can do, and it's quite easy. Breathe in, breathe out. If your legs get tired, just bend your knees, give yourself a rest, and come back into it. But really, it should be very minimal effort here, very minimal. Explore your breath, explore how you feel today. Since tomorrow's the first day of spring, I wore leggings with flowers drawn on them. When you're ready to release that, bend your knee, gently remove the prop. And the last thing I'll invite you to do is just, with the knees bent, once again, rock knees side to side, changing pressure, contraction and opening in the groin area. And then we'll come into a shavasana, so deep rest. Maybe we'll combine a short meditation too into our resting position. So the feet can be outer hip width apart, arms alongside the body, palms up, or maybe hands on belly, you pick. Allow yourself to really, really rest here. I want you to sense perhaps more lymphatic flow in your body. You might even be able to sense it. Feel a little more circulation happening. Maybe it might feel like a little vibration in your body. Radiance. Allow a quality of well-being to just wash over you now. And for today, let's just do very simply 2 phrases. As you breathe in, say to yourself, just this breath. And as you breathe out, say to yourself, just this moment. Just this breath. Just this moment. Just this breath. Just this moment. Just this breath. Just this moment. Now let even the mantra go and just rest in Shavasana. Just for 2 more minutes. Allow your body to just rest. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. Just rest. Let that go. And gently deepen your breath. Full breath in. Long breath out. And slowly, slowly start to bend your knees and bring yourself up to a seated position. And to end our session together, I invite you to bring your hands together in Anjali Mudra. Thumbs in front of the heart, fingers spread, and gently bow your head, honoring yourself with every practice and honoring each other with your support and community. Thank you. Namaste, everyone.